Why Jimmy Kimmel wants Donald Trump on his show and why it won't happen. The news regarding Jimmy Kimmel's desire to host President Donald Trump on his late-night program, Jimmy Kimmel Live, emerged during his appearance at the Bloomberg Screen Time event. When asked if he would invite the president on the show, Kimmel responded unequivocally, stating he would love to have Trump on the show, for sure. "All right, I'll ask him." This public invitation is notable because it comes at a time when the relationship between the late-night host and the president is at an all-time low, having recently involved high-stakes corporate drama and political censorship accusations. Context: the feud and the recent crisis. To understand why this invitation is a long shot, one must examine the intense, long-running feud between the two figures, which recently escalated to an unprecedented level. 1. The years of late-night hostility. Kimmel, like many of his late-night counterparts, has spent years utilizing his monologue to deliver pointed, often emotional criticism of the president and his political actions. He has been particularly vocal on issues like healthcare, which he linked to his own son's heart condition. The president, in turn, has consistently targeted Kimmel on social media and in public statements, referring to him as unfunny, talentless, and a total loser with poor ratings, often urging ABC to fire him. 2. The suspension and the stakes. The tension peaked recently when Jimmy Kimmel Live was briefly suspended by some ABC affiliates after Kimmel made controversial remarks regarding the killing of conservative commentator Charlie Kirk. The president publicly celebrated the show being pulled off the air, claiming it was due to Kimmel's lack of talent. Kimmel's eventual return was met with a monologue where he directly pushed back against the president's attacks, confirming that the relationship is purely antagonistic. For ABC executives, hosting the sitting president would represent a massive, guaranteed ratings spike, a key consideration following the show's recent temporary removal and the accompanying financial and viewership concerns. Kimmel's stated rationale: the news and the digestibility. Kimmel offered a professional justification for why he wants the president as a guest. Despite their personal conflict covering the news, Kimmel sees his job as to talk about the news of the day, and given the president's constant, dominant presence in the media landscape, he is inevitably the biggest story. The uniqueness of the situation: Kimmel acknowledged that the president is on TV all day, every day, a constant stream of content that gives late-night hosts a lot to use. He suggested that the constant media exposure actually makes the president's material more digestible for his show's format. In essence, Kimmel wants the interview because it would be a massive cultural event, a highly charged, unscripted confrontation between two of the most popular and politically polarized figures in media. Why the interview is unlikely to happen. Despite Kimmel's open invitation, the probability of the president accepting is extremely low, primarily for two strategic reasons: guaranteed hostility. The president is famously sensitive to negative coverage and criticism. An appearance on Kimmel's show is guaranteed to be a confrontation, not a puff piece. Kimmel's history and recent actions suggest he would conduct a grilling, hard-hitting interview that the president and his team would likely view as unnecessary political risk. The ratings play: the president already has a massive media platform and typically only grants interviews where he can control the narrative. His calculation would be that appearing on a show hosted by a perceived enemy only legitimizes that enemy and gives him a platform to criticize. He has no incentive to provide his chief tormentor with a massive, free ratings victory. In summary, while Jimmy Kimmel has placed a significant, high-stakes invitation on the table, the years of public feuding and the political environment strongly suggest the president will continue to reject any platform that he cannot fully dominate and control, leaving the highly anticipated showdown firmly in the realm of late-night hypotheticals.